パス。
手は抜かないからね。
パス。
Manga 11 Now playing Persona 5 P5X.
流すよ。
3、6。
こ仕切り直してくるんだな。3。パス。
私無理そう。
ジャック。パス。
Here you go.
キング。エース。
2。この手札じゃ。
パス。私の番ね。3カード。
こいつでどうだ。パス。
パス。パス。
4。6。
パス。悪いわね。8切りよ。ペア。
やってやるぜ。やるよ。
パス。出せるものがないの。
ペアで。
パス。パス。
パス。
Many of our citizens thought they would never live to see that day. This moment is especially uplifting for a generation of Americans who witnessed the struggle for
pass. Pass.
Pass.
4 decades later. See a dream fulfilled.
Point number 1. When you hear someone longing for the good old days,
ごめん、8切り。エース。
パス。
パス。こっちのターン。大富豪いただいていくよ。
パス。パス。
パス。
5。クイ9大点かしら。
Second place. Here we go.
5。
6。
クイーン。
エース。
くそ。
3カード。どうだ。ごめん。8切りジャック。
You guys are suckers.
よし。
Luigi and later on. Yeah, yeah. Take that, suckers.
勝てそうだ。
Okay.
俺から行かせてペア。パス。
Go on.
挑ませてもらおうかしら。
やってやるぜ。パス。
Go
パ
on.
ス。これでお願い。
パス。こ
Go
の手
on.
札じゃ。
私のターンだよ。7、10。
2。
Go
流すよ。
on.
パス。パス。
I dare you try. I never dog dare you.
パス。
ごめん。8切り。9。パス。
パス。パス。
ペアで行くよ。挑ませてもらおうかしら。
こいつでどうだ。パス。
Nope.
パス。パス。
ペア。パス。
Nope.
このカードで出せるものがないの。
パス。
Nope.
ジャック。パス。
パス。キング。
パス。
パス。ペアで。
私無理そう。
パス。
on their impressive victory. I've told the president-elect he can count on complete cooperation from my administration.
8切り。
I also spoke to Senator John McCain. I congratulated him on a determined campaign that he and Governor Baker
ジャック。
キング。パス。
俺は無理そうだ。
John McCain is devoted to this nation, and I know they'll continue to make tremendous contributions to our country. No matter how they cast their ballots,
こっちのターン。
be proud of the history that was made yesterday. Across the country, citizens voted in large numbers. They showed a watching world the vitality of America's democracy and the strides we make toward a more perfect
9。
パス。
10。
testament to hard work, optimism, and faith in the enduring promise of our nation. Many of our citizens thought they would never live to see that day. This moment is especially
ジョ
uplifting
ーカー。
パス。
generation
俺は無理そうだ。
struggle for civil rights in their own ways. Or decades later, see a dream fulfilled.
ジョーカー。
パス。
パス。
Take it with a grain of salt.
ペアで。
私が大富豪
ビリか。
We're a great nation, and we are really proud of
だ。出せるものがないの。出せるものがないの。
まあまあ。
もっと上を目指したいの。やったー！私の勝ちじゃない？
especially in times of change and uncertainty. So when I look back,
このままじゃ。
all some imaginary path, everything worked, the economy hung, all politicians were wise, every child was well mannered, and America pretty much did whatever it wanted.
先行だね。
Guess what? It ain't so. The good old days weren't all that good.
2。
私のターンだよ。
Go on.
革命。
Moments when
Holy
パス。
shit.
パス。パス。
ごめん。8切り。ペアで行くよ。パス。
パス。パス。
エース。ジャック。
9。
and the world is better than it was 50 years ago or 30 years ago.
パス。
パス。7。
5。 こっちのターン。
150 years ago. Pretty civil war. There's a whole bunch of stuff there.
ペアで。
私無理そう。挑ませてもらおうかしら。
Systematically excluded from big chunks of America. Since I
流すよ。
私無理そう。3カード。
くそ。
12.
流すよ。
パス。3カード。
パス。パス。
パス。木が熟してから。
やってやるぜ。 パス。
パス。
今はこれしか。流すよ。
パス。出せるものがないの。
When you are struggling and you start thinking about giving up, I want you to remember
クイーン。
that
私無理そう。
仕切り直してくるんだな。3カードだ。
流すよ。パス。
キング。
He can be whatever we say. For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two
クイーン
hard-working, successful people.
いい勝負だったぜ。
負けた。
3パス。
I want to know. Who's going to tell him? He's currently thinking might just be one of those black jobs.
ペアでパス。ペアでパス。やりすぎかな。パス。ごめん、8切り。よ、上々かな。
もっと上を目指したいわね。
よし、大富豪だ。
I win. We should get serious.
私から始めペア。様子見だ。
やってやるぜ。
パス。
Go on.
挑ませてもらおうかしら。手加減はせんぞ。
パス。
Go on.
出せるものがないの。ペアを食らうがよい。
負けてたまるか。
もらった。
パス。わしのターンだ。
Shit.
4、
5、
5, 9.
クイーン。エース。
パス。
I have mourned the dimming of that hope. Maybe you experience the same feelings.
パス。
Pass.
ダメだわ。ジョーカ
パス。
Pass.
流すよ。
ー。悪いわね。8切りよ。ペア。パス。
9,
パス。
2.
やるよ。
パス。パス。
パス。
5、
5,
6。
6,
悪い
8.
がここまでだ。ジャック。
おや、無理そうだ。
I still feel her loss so profoundly. I wasn't even sure if I'd be steady enough to stand before you tonight. But my heart
こっちのターン
because of the sense of duty that I feel to honor her memory. And to remind us all
ジャック
キング。
パス。
sacrifices our elders made to give us a better
エース
パス。
パス。
You see, my mom, in her steady, quiet
キング
way,
パス。
パス。俺は無理そうだ。
every single day of her life. She believed that all
ペアで
children, all
挑ませてもらおう。無理だよ。
パス。
and anyone can succeed in
大不
the
便いただいていくよ
She and my
パ
father
ス。
パス。俺は無理そうだ。
9大点かしら。このわしが。
よし勝てそうだ
俺から行かせてペア。
パス
慎重に。
パス。
流すよ
私の番ね。
I knew it.
ペア。参ったか。
パス。
パス
パス。スリーか。ほほー。
9, 2.16.
パス
パス。ペアを食らうがよ。
これが精一杯か。
about justice, about the obligation to lift others up, about the responsibility to give more than we take.
パス
She'd often
挑ませてもらう。無理だよ。
やってやるぜ。
complain about things, do something. So, when that voice in her head went out and she worked hard in school, graduating from an HBC, earning and then she went on to work for the chief
どう
出せるものがない。
パス。
records accountable, strengthening the rule of law, fighting against folks better wages, cheaper prescription drugs,
ごめん8切り
healthcare, childcare, elder care,
9
middle class households,
10。
パス。ジャック。
Vice President of the United States of America.
パス
クイーン。無理だよ。
エース。
Kamala Harris is more than ready for this moment. She is one of the most qualified people ever to seek the office.
こっちのターン
And she is one of the most dignified. A tribute to her mother, to my mother,
仮革命
to my mother, to
させてもらう
the embodiment
出せるものがないよ。
俺は無理そうだ。
country. Her story is your story. It's my story. It's the story of
10
the majority of Americans
5。
trying to
Pass.
live a better life.
パス
Kamala knows
3。
パス。パス。
regardless of where you come from, what you look like,
エース。 10。
9。
we all
パス
deserve the opportunity
ジョーカー。
パス。パス。
パス
all of our contributions
楽しませてもらったわ。
and value.
ビリか
悪いがここまで。7。
5。パス。ペア。仕切り直してくるんだ。10。
6。よしとするか。
情けねえ。
いい感じだわ。
has shown her allegiance to this nation, not by spewing anger and bitterness,
このままじゃ
but by living a life of service and always pushing the doors of opportunity open to others. She understands, and most of us will
先行だね。
the important, the grace of paying it forward. Never benefit from the affirmative action of generational wealth.
ジョーカー、無理だな。
俺の番だな。仕切り直してくるんだな。3
4
6。悪いがここまで。部屋を食らうがよい。
やってやるぜ。
We don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No.
もらった。
パス。参ったか。
パス。
The rules, so we always win. If we
こっちのターン。
we don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top. What we see from Kamala Harris, the steel of her spine, the steadiness of
足りるかな。
パス。様子見だ。
やってやるぜ。
パス。
これに勝てるパス。
こいつでどうだ。
パス。
パス。パス。
4
10。
クイーン。エース。
パス。
パス。
2。ジョーカー。
俺は無理そうだ。
パス。
パス。 3。
7
For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us.
エース。
無理だ。ダメだ。
His narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of hard-working, highly educated,
ペアで。
people.
パス。パス。
パス。
クイーン。
パス。パス。
パス。
止め。8切り。6大富豪。いただいていくよ。
I win again.
9。
ジャック。
無理だな。
まあ
この足が。君。
よし。
Relative to his ambition, I promise you, he will not think about you when he gets into the law.
I win again.
Because believe me, if Donald Trump is president again, and it will not matter what you look like, how you worship, who you love, or how you vote. If you don't make sense for me, are 12 figures. If you're not famous, if you criticize or disagree with him in any way, if he doesn't view you as his equal or relative to his ambition, I promise you, he will not think about you when he gets into the law. And that will have real consequences for all of us. Because stop worrying so much about getting things wrong. Success has nothing to do with perfection. So stop being nervous, raise your hand, use your voice, get it wrong, learn from your mistakes. Don't worry about what others do. It doesn't matter. I did nothing said to me when I was young that was negative matters. It doesn't matter. Be brave, use your voice, ignore the doubters, and work hard because because life is hard work. Don't be afraid of it. Just do it. Stop worrying. Believe me, if Donald Trump is president again, at some point or another, that ugliness will touch all of our lives. And it will not matter what you look like, how you worship, who you love, or how you vote. If you don't make, you might be dreaming of becoming a doctor, a teacher, maybe a mechanic, or a software designer. Or you might not know what you want to do right now. And that's fine. But no matter what path you choose, no matter what dreams you have got to do whatever it takes to continue your education after high school. Again, whether that's going to community college, getting a technical certificate, or completing a training opportunity, or going off to a 4-year college. And once you've completed your education, you will have the foundation you need to live a successful life. That's how me, and that's how so many other students have overcome adversities to reach our goals. You might be dreaming of becoming a doctor, a teacher, maybe a mechanic.
Now to what hours? Damn. Don't be 10 a.m. now.
You took on a role you didn't ask for. And you made it your own. With grace and with grit and with style. You made the White House a place that belongs to everybody. And the new generation sets its sights higher because believe, son, under the strangest of circumstances, you have become two amazing young women. You are smart and you are beautiful, but more importantly, you are kind, you are thoughtful, and you are full of passion. Of years in the spotlight, so all that I've done in my life, I'm most proud to be your dad.
風紀を乱す。
どうよ。あんまりこき使うなよ。
I do have one final ask.
さて、仕事の時間か？
When you took a chance on me 8 years ago, I'm asking you to believe, not in the building the country. I'm asking you to hold fast to that faith.
悪くない考えだ。
Something important to say. And when I looked into the mirror, I saw a tall.
むやみやたらとつつかでない。
More than anything else, what I want you to know, I want that for you. I want you to live life on terms, according to your own script. Though there are voices that tell you that you're not good enough, that you have to look a certain way, act a certain way, that if you speak up, you're too loud. If you step up to lead, you're being bossy. You see, when I was a girl, I had parents who loved me. Just didn't feel good to be together. I mean, it feels so good. I haven't done this in such a long time. It feels good to see how strong, how hopeful, how energized, how organized we all are. And we need that. We need all of you. Because right now, as you know, this race is close. It's too close for my liking. And I came out here to Michigan because I am someone who takes her own advice to heart. I know that if we want to help this country finally turn the page on the politics of hatred and division, we can't just sit around and complain. No, we've got to do something. If we want the next generation of American leadership, we have got to do something. If we want to elect someone with a character that is worthy of the oath of office, someone with the strength of heart and guide.
オッケー、任せて。
And that's a what? And that someone, of course, is my dear friend Kamala Harris. I always tell young girls, surround yourself with goodness. You know, I learned early on how to, get the haters out of my life. You gotta just sort of surround yourself with people who uplift you.
俺が行きますよ。
If you're surrounded by a bunch of low-life folks who aren't supporting you, then there is no room for the people who do love you. I think as women and young girls, we have to invest that time in getting to understand who we are and liking who we are. Because I like me. I've liked me for a very long time. So, for a long time, I've had a very good relationship with myself. I know. And we don't like know your own limits. I always tell you, you're
油断しないように。
マンドランベルトラン任せろ。
受けてみろ。
ペルソナ
バフォメットアンズ
人を前にやってくれ。
受けてみろ。
見事な一撃ね、ワンダ。
これでどうだ。
死刑を見た者は滅するんです。
この日をやってくれ。
カルベンペルソナダウン。まずいわね。どこ見てんの？いい判断ね。準備完了よ。合図をお願い、ワンダ。
蜂の巣にしてやる。
これこそ会心の一撃。
決めた。
見なさい、これが私たちの力よ。ハイライト発動可能よ。カルビ行くよ。はっやっバーン燃やし尽くす。戦術支援発動。
キー行きます。俺の力をみんなのために。
準備完了よ。合図をワンダ。
バフォメット
いただいていく。
胸の
死刑を見た者は滅するんです。
さてどうしようかしら。 して強め。
俺が呼んだぞ。死刑ペルソナデュオ。とっておきの力を使います。
機は熟したわ。今よ。
言っときますけど、まだ本気じゃないですよ。
And so post White House, which I know I wasn't going to do braids as First Lady because that would be all people talked about. When I cut bangs in my hair, oh my God, that became a thing. I'm like, let me not make braids a conversation. Be a thing that I want to choice, versatility. But I knew that it was I don't want any man in any HR department making decisions about what is appropriate, how we look, what we do, the diversity that we have, the ability for us to wear wigs and locks and braids and extensions, straight, curly, natural. That's not politics. So don't hire or fire somebody based on something or nothing. A lot of these very anything I choose to do is yes. Anything I choose to do is who I am and what I say that matters. So yes, that right there is so I swear I'm about to snatch this wig. Don't talk about it. Don't know about it. That's right. I love it when you come out there and then it's just all naturally just it's you being you. And let me shout out for young girls who are breaking the mold.
わしを選んで正解だ。
So in many ways, young people can lead the way. I would just follow. Thank you all. You did wear braids in the West Side. Breaking news to tell you about. We're learning that former First Lady Michelle Obama. There is so much that gets lost in the conversation about women's health.
その欲望。ふむ、悪くない。
Our reproductive health. Instead to feel safe and to hide how our bodies work. Too many of us suffer with racism. Every single one. We are in
悪くない考えだ。
here. What's we suck up our pain. And experiences with anything. Not just partners, friends, or understand the chilling effect, not just on critical abortion care, but on the entirety of women. There are good reasons why so many women and physicians are horrified by what's happened since Donald Trump's justices overturned Roe v. Wade. We're seeing women cross state lines this week. Major medical journals reported that after Roe was overturned, infant mortality in the one woman spent 22 days in jail after she miscarried in her bathroom. That only a right foot will allow them to in states that are open thereby eliminating the last remaining protections for women in those states. He could take actions that effectively ban abortion nationwide, which would put all of the free their work, first jobs, like trifling from it. You're so
She said, "No, I think you would make an outstanding president. If I were married to you." Well, after about 15 years, I finally figured out that she's always right.
I want you to say he's a little No. He's very, very loving. He's very good. He's very patient. He's funny. I'm funnier. Rock is that loud cry. Like, we graduated. Like, we're sitting there. He had his sunglasses on, and we're all traveling here. But it was now like, are you okay? He's like, look. I'm in ripped up shorts and, a t-shirt, no shoes on, no makeup. And I thought, you have a point. I want to go outside. I went to Barack's office and I said, we should go outside. It was like, they've got too much stuff to do. I can't go out. Oh, yes, please. People have tried to capture your love story. No, they ain't no. They've tried to capture the love story. They made the movie, the drama movie, they did the series on the First Lady. They've tried, but they can't get it. They cannot get it. But do something so completely in just one movie that was so powerful that when I read it, it actually stopped me and made my eyes wide.
Well, I don't know what this made you weep.
Okay. The sentence you were talking about, you've lived many places. And Barack is my home.
Yes.
Barack is my home.
Barack is my home.
Barack is my home.
Yes, he is.
Now, go home and see if you can ask your question.
Barack, let's go to the rational. Not rational.
私のショー見に来ませんか？
Like, no, put some extensions in, or I did all kinds of things. I just kept it. Whatever I did it out. Right? But it was.
Ume. さて、仕事の時間。
Dress the first ladies, and I was like, well, why is that? Why can't we just get this? Why can't we give it to the young person? Because it will completely change it in life. You know, black designers, but we did that with others. We did the first music in the White House. Very great.
その欲望。悪くない。わしを選んだ性格。 始まり。
倒れろ。
このまま行きましょう。
これで終わりだ。
ここからはまばたき禁止です。
もう一度。
やった、敵がダウンした。
変わろう。君にこの一節を送るよ。
回避されてます。落ち着いて。
食らうぞ人間。
イエーイ、楽しい。やってやりました。
See you next time.